And this swimming lark is fun.
All right.
Do I need to roll something?
First of all, what is your Constitution score?
Constitution score. It is 15.
Yeah, because your constitution is how long you can hold your breath, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What is your current encumbrance?
No idea.
You're supposed to keep track of this stuff, dude.
I know, I never sorted it out in the first place, and you said I was mediumly encumbered.
Okay. So moderate encumbrance, moving at half rate. That's what I would say. Okay. All right. Okay. Higgimus, you've been holding your breath for quite a while now. So
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to make a Constitution check.
Ooh.
And this is while Braxon is climbing down. You can
Make-
see him up above you, but it's getting hard to,
Was that 9 the Constitution check?
Was that it, Asher?
No,
No? Okay. Yeah, because I didn't hear the dice roll. Okay.
I failed.
Ooh.
All right.
At least it wasn't a critical failure.
You black out.
Oh!
And
Damn.
I'm dead.
No, you're not dead. We can get you out of there.
No, you can't. You can't lift me.
I can lift you with the rod. It'll pull you back up.
The rope will
How?
lift you. The rope will lift you.
I don't think the rope can lift me up, but we'll try.
It's a magic rope. And silk is, I believe the magic rope is actually also silk, and silk rope is actually quite strong despite its look.
All right, Braxon. You're climbing down. You can't really pay attention to what Higgimus is doing.
How far under the water is he?
Going this way, he's 20 feet underwater.
I think the rope
And
can
you've
reach
climbed
him.
down 30 feet from the
Rope by default's
From the
50 feet, so yes, you can
ladder.
reach him.
now you get down into the water, and you see that Higgimus is unresponsive, and he's weighed down by all of his equipment.
Right. Looks like he's unconscious.
You're
and it looks like
underwater
things are
now.
weighing him down.
You're underwater
Right.
now.
Sorry. Okay, so Braxon will take a deep breath before he goes under,
Yeah, you would have done that.
and he's going to try and get down to Higgimus and blow in his mouth.
Wait, what? Why don't you just tie it around him and we can drag him out?
He'll do that as
Getting
well,
him-
but he's going to try and blow air into his mouth.
That
I am not sure you can do CPR to a
you
creature with a hippo
you can't
head.
do CPR
He doesn't
underwater.
have lips.
Okay,
He doesn't
No.
have
fair
lips.
enough. Okay, Braxon's
make a
going to
seal.
try and Braxon's going to try to can't make the seal. There'll be a science experiment later. Braxon's going to try and tie the rope round Higgimus's waist, and he's going to have to do it manually because he can't say the command words. Damn.
Give me a. Do you have rope use?
I don't think so.
Check your character sheet.
Hang on.
Ooh.
No. Oh, hang on. Yes, rope use.
Okay.
Dex.
The thing is, yes, you can speak, actually, but you'll start drowning.
Shall I just roll a d20 or shall I click the button on the sheet?
No, actually, so because you have rope use, I'm gonna say that you can, without making a check, you can tie a good knot around Higgimus. Now, keep in mind, he is wearing plate armor and he has his backpack on.
Yeah.
You could try taking off his backpack if you think you can lift that.
What can I get off of Higgimus without drowning myself? Is his back,
his
backpack?
sword would probably be pretty heavy because it's a great sword.
What's the drop beneath Higgimus?
There is no drop. He's at the bottom.
He's at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right.
You're 20 feet underwater.
Okay, so
So real fast, what you can get off of Higgimus very much depends on what you're willing to do.
okay, I'll put my legs around his waist and see if I can get his backpack off.
Okay, considering that he's unconscious, it's not exactly an easy thing to do.
Okay, in that case, Braxton's going to go up the rope, out the water, and he's going to command the rope to shorten itself.
Do you want me to start shortening the rod?
No. He's under the water. I'm trying to pull him up. Stay where you are. Rope, bring up. Make yourself shorter.
All right, hold on a
Pull
second.
up. Pull up, my friend, under the water. Or whatever the command words was. Let's hope water doesn't damage the rope.
It's magic. It should, and it's also a silk rope. Silk rope is quite strong.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
So you get up above the water and you command the rope, and it does not respond.
Okay, the rope's not answering me. Right, so
Do you want me to try my thing?
I don't know whether you can do that. We might all get pulled in.
Oh no, it
Right.
retracts to me, and I have it. It retracts to where you're holding it.
Braxton's going to take another breath and go down there, and he's going to try to get some of Higgimus's stuff off, and he'll go down and get it up later.
Define get some of his stuff off.
What he can get off easily.
What are you doing?
Okay, so he's going
Grab
to...
his sword and shield.
Yeah, he's going to try and take his shield off, his sword off. If he can't get those off, he's got his dwarven dagger between his teeth. If he can't get his rucksack off over his shoulder, he might cut the straps.
Do you want to cut the straps?
If I can't get the other stuff off.
That is the fastest way to get the stuff off.
Okay, he's going to cut the straps.
Okay. Just for the backpack or for the armor too?
Backpack first.
Okay.
Other stuff if I need to.
You cut the straps on the backpack, and it falls to the floor of the pit.
We'll have to get that later.
Yeah. Braxon's going to stand on the floor of the pit and try to push Higgimus up.
Okay. Higgimus, how much do you weigh with you and your armor?
Me and the armor?
Yeah.
Without the backpack.
Yeah, so without any of your other equipment, I'm going to just assume that
The sword
Braxton
and
got
shield
everything
came
off,
off.
else off.
How much is the armor? Was it?
I think
Well
I'm
over
gonna start
300
cutting the armor.
pounds. I know that.
How much is regular plate?
70, I
You
believe.
could try commanding
Yeah,
the
it's
rope
70
again,
pounds
though.
because I've got full plate. I got full plate.
I just looked, and there's no way that Braxton could lift you, regardless.
Even if I
underwater.
take all the armor off.
Yeah.
It's it'll be 840 pounds.
You don't want to wreck the armor necessarily, though, so...
Straps can
Yeah.
be replaced.
Okay, Braxton comes up to the surface and
Try to command the rope again now that you took off.
no, he gets to the surface and says, I can't budge him. Grab the ladder and start moving backwards.
Okay, we'll try to pull back with the ladder. Do you want to climb up here and help us?
Yeah. Braxton's going to climb up the rope and up the ladder and then try and pull from the top.
Yeah.
Or we could just start retracting the ladder.
Yeah. How about we retract the ladder and pull it at the same time?
I'm gonna be
All
bread
right.
dead by the time you guys get me up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Once Braxon gets up here and helps us start pulling it, I'm going to hit the button to retract the ladder.
Okay, Braxton's going to come up as fast as he can.
Alt.
Oh.
If I cast fly on Higgimus,
You have to touch him, I think.
would we be able to move him around, or is that just for him to move himself around?
That would just be for himself to move around.
And don't you have to touch him for that?
Yeah, well, so I can go down the rope just like Braxon did.
But can
Yeah,
you
I'd have to wake him
breathe
up.
underwater as long? But yeah, Braxton, you get up here. We're gonna press a button,
Yeah.
and I'll pull him at once.
Okay. So Braxton gets to the top of the ladder, unless I have to roll, and starts pulling.
Okay.
And the ladder's retracting too now.
All right. I'm going to need the max press on all of your characters. It's under your strength.
Max press.
What? What's that?
Under strength, max press.
And I'm
Shall I
pretty sure
type it?
No, just tell me.
140.
195.
I got
No.
195.
90.
What does
140.
Gloriana have?
I'll get it just so. Let me check Lafdul.
We might be able to do this.
All right, Higgimus, how much do you weigh without anything? What is your base weight?
630.
He still has his armor.
No, Braxton cut that.
No, he didn't say he cut the armor off yet.
Did you not say that you cut the armor?
I said I might have to.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's not saying that you cut it.
Okay, I'll go back down and cut the armor.
Hold on.
And do we get any bonus from the thing retracting?
Yeah. All right. You do hear Higgimus surface. Higgimus, give me a saving throw versus death, please.
Okay.
Oh boy. No, that's pretty low actually for yeah. Success, right? Because
that's
you
a
got to
pass.
get higher.
Okay. All right. I am going to say that if Gloriana and Lafdul can make healing checks.
Then he may live.
What if they cast the healing spell on him?
No, that's not it. This is more, like trying to revive someone. Not
This
quite
is like
CPR, but pump
CPR.
the water out of the lungs kind of thing. Healing spell won't do that.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Higgimus, you cough up a couple gallons of water. You have come extremely, extremely close to death by drowning. On the upside, they didn't cut off your armor.
Lower me down again. I want to get Higgimus's bag.
Once I'm done coughing up the water, I'm going to say really croakily, what the hell took you guys so long? And I'm going to take a nap. And then he's just going to close his eyes and take a nap.
Yeah, you basically collapse unconscious kind of thing from the
None of
strain.
us know how to swim.
So, Ockar, can you put the ladder back down again, please?
Well, once he's in safety, do you mind moving your token?
Also,
Yeah, Higgimus, you want to move your token above the...
yeah, you can move it into the room. Higgimus, how much does your pack weigh?
1 sec.
I'm not going down there. I'm wearing heavy armor. I'll end up like Higgimus.
Take it
Bra-
off.
Braxton's gonna take off stuff he doesn't need.
76 pounds.
It's not that much. Braxton can carry
That's
that.
heavy as hell.
Braxton's gonna take off stuff he doesn't need, so it doesn't get wet again. And he's gonna go down Ockar's ladder, climb down the
Yeah,
rope,
I'm gonna put the
and
ladder
try to find Higgimus's rucksack to tie a knot on it.
Yeah, that's not too difficult. You took your armor off, right?
Yeah, he said he took off everything.
Yeah,
He doesn't
yeah.
that includes armor.
I think that was the most intense thing to ever happen in our game.
That was really, really close to death. That was really, really close.
We almost lost the like strongest character in the group.
That
Hey,
was
but we
yeah.
saved him.
That was
We
pretty
saved him.
pretty amazing. Now
That's the second element that's nearly killed us. Now we got earth and air to kill us.
I thought you were already trying to kill us.
Higgimus,
Well, the thing is Higgimus magically resisted that fireball.
Higgimus is going to need a lot of rest. You guys can stay in this room for a number of hours. Let him rest and recover.
Is there any way to raise up that slide?
We can use the ladder to get across.
True, we could just use the
It's
ladder.
just the really short version of it, right?
Is that the entry to a bigger space, or was that just the trap, the water for the trap?
I believe if I'm gonna draw here, these four, the square area. Am I right, Ald? This area went like boop down.
The entire floor from just past the entrance to the other wall turned into a slide.
So this whole part.
Yeah.
Right. So when
We can just extend a ladder to the door, though.
is Braxon able to get down and get Higgimus's rucksack?
Yeah.
He's going to have a quick look around. Is there anything else down there?
No.
No skeletons?
Nope. It is just a pit full of water.
Okay.
I'm gonna just delete all these here.
So Braxon will go up the rope and see if he can lift Higgimus's bag.
Yeah,
and
you can get everything back out. It's fine.
Okay, so when he gets Higgimus's bag out, he's going to see if he can repair it.
Lever casts knock at the door.
I think you have to be able to touch the door to use knock, right?
Nope.
What's the range?
30 yards. 30 feet.
That'll reach.
I would
God,
have a
there's
look.
so
It
many.
depends on the level a bit. Just a moment. I'll have a look.
Polygon.
Oh, do you know the slope that's created by the trap?
Yep.
How big is the hole at the end of it?
10 feet by 10 feet.
So it's smaller than the door that Braxon was taking off.
No, it's
60,
bigger than the door you took off.
It's bigger than the door.
The doors
Okay.
on this map aren't really to scale. They're standard sized.
No, I was just wondering if we could use the door at the bottom to block up the hole.
There isn't a ledge on the other side though.
Right.
Question.
Oh, I was wrong. I
Yes, Asher?
interrupted you.
The folding boat.
Yeah.
What are its actual dimensions?
Give me just a second to take a look.
It's not gonna. It's gonna. I think it's wider than 10 feet.
And is it something that can, like, not be fully unfolded?
Sorry, I made the mistake of taking off my glasses and remember that I can't put them back on with the with my headset on. All right, so the folding boat.
And I believe it has to be fully.
Knock range is 60 yards and area effect is 10 square feet per level.
Okay, give me just a second.
And it undoes up to 2 means of preventing entry.
Here we go. God damn it.
Let's see. I am hearing some loud clicking.
Sorry, that was me because I'm trying to draw the square where the floor dropped, the mark down where the floor dropped.
I think it's kind of obvious from the map.
It's basically
Yeah,
all the
but
corridors.
it's so to mark it so we remember that it's dropped. for later when we inevitably have to come back to it to go past.
If you forget, just ask Higgimus. He'll remember for you.
Well, Higgimus is unconscious right now.
Alright, so the folding boat is... I knew I should have written this down in more detail.
I should have asked for an item card.
Lucky
Item
that was
cards are a
water.
good idea.
Yeah, I'll probably ask you guys, if there's anything else that you guys want item cards for. But it'll only apply for things that you've...
my magic armor and
used
ring,
enough.
probably.
Only for things that you've used enough to know what they would do.
I guess I'd like an item card for my sword.
Yeah, no, tell me later, please. I'm not
Yeah,
going to do it
after
now.
the game.
After the game.
Yeah.
I know, I was just messing with you.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, Braxon's going to look at the sides of that wall to see if there's any way we can make handholds or something.
Or we could just use the ladder to bridge the gap.
Alright, so in one form it's 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. Second form it's 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, 6 feet deep.
There we go. That'll work.
Or we could just use the ladder, which we've been doing, which is a lot easier to bring out and then bring back.
Well, the problem we're using the ladder is the ladder's going to go up to the door, and unless there's a bit of floor there,
Well, no,
someone's going to have to hold the end of it. Someone's going to have to shin along it.
That's why I tried to open the door.
Right.
Is there a bit of so there's no bit of floor in front of the doorway?
Nope.
That's
Leva wants to use knock, though.
Yes, I know, I'm double checking something right now.
Well then, I think I know how we're gonna do this.
So, what I was thinking is that the boat can be used as a platform to cover up that hole.
Okay. How do
And
we get the
it's-
boat out afterwards?
Huh?
Yeah.
Well,
like-
after we come back out of this place, because we're gonna have to come back out,
Mhm.
just grab it and come back out. There'll be a rope or something we can use. Yes. Somebody
How
other
about-
than me that needs to get pulled up. I can pull somebody back up while they pull the boat out.
You know this
And I
ladder
pull
that
them out through the
extends? This ladder that extends.
Yeah.
How about
we
how
can also
about
actually use the ladder?
how about we put it here on the far wall at the other end and extend it all the way to the door and see if it'll knock the door down.
Well,
about-
Harold, what's happening with the knock spell?
Yeah, I'm
He's working
double
on it.
checking something.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are discussing other options, so it doesn't matter if the door gets open right now until you've settled on a plan of getting across. So.
Well, I think while we're discussing this, Leva's casting the spell is what she's getting at.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that the folding boat, though, is long enough that it'll span that hole.
Yes, we still have to open the door.
How
Oh
about
yeah,
this?
I figured that your knock spell's going to do that.
Okay.
Can I
What?
please bring up an idea that came to me?
Sure.
So, how about I just extend the rod and hold, and some of us hold down the ladder, while we send Lafdul across it to undo the lock if it's locked or open the door if it's not.
Well, Leva's already said that she's casting knock, so I'm going to go with that for
Well,
opening
yeah.
the door.
Well,
It's already knock at this point has already been cast.
Yeah, I just
Well,
haven't.
agreed.
I just haven't described to you what the effects are.
Okay, then. Well, that won't open the door. That'll just unlock it.
No,
It's-
it'll open,
No, it
I
opens
believe
it.
it opens it.
Yeah.
It takes away 2 effects on of the door if it's but if the door has 3 effects like locked, barred, and held, or it's triple locked, then only 2 of the locks will be opened.
Yeah. You know, the
What's
other
this
possibility is that it's not really a door. It's just there to lure people to go onto the trap.
Well, if
Well,
if she's doing this, then let's just be quiet and let her do it.
It's
Yep,
a
you've
door.
opened the door. The door swings open. with
Okay,
with
let's
her
just
there.
use the ladder to get across.
Yeah, now I'm going to extend a ladder and have it lay across.
Okay.
Can you, Ockar, can you extend it far enough that it's...
Dude, I get like 50 feet of this thing. Of
Okay, so
course.
yeah, it should extend far enough that it will balance on the little pegs on both sides, so we're good to go across.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we go across. Can we extend it back in this direction? Pull it, bring it back in this side.
I can pull it along.
You could try pulling it in.
It
can
actually
pull it
might
in.
it might actually help because for us not to trigger a similar or the same trap again in this room.
Yeah,
if we start
Okay,
on,
first question: is Lafdul's spell still up?
No, not anymore.
How long has it been?
Well,
It's
I mean,
been too long.
you guys would,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you guys took more than that time getting Higgimus out of the pit.
Higgimus out.
Mm.
So
Okay,
it took
let's
us
have
more than an hour and a half to get him out. Okay.
Yeah, that's why you almost died.
Mhm.
Yeah. So can we have Lafdul? Doesn't matter. Can we have Lafdul go right about here and check for traps in there?
Yeah.
Please.
All right. Well, so number one, is this all happening after you've rested about good 8 hours,
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Oh, do I
he
need
has
to
to
rest?
wait-
hours?
Yeah, you literally almost drowned. You at least need some rest.
Yeah. We
Okay.
would
Well,
rest
then
8
that's
hours
up to them.
for Higgimus.
I'll let them decide.
We would do the rest just for Higgimus to get back on his feet.
Okay.
Yeah. If Higgimus needs that amount of rest, we'd probably pop back to the ship and see if we can repair his backpack.
And then we come back after that.
Well, he can't
True.
really. I mean, he needs to rest right now. He's not moving.
Yeah, he can't be moved, and let's face it.
I mean, he could be moved if not for the fact that he weighs more than all of you put together almost.
Well, all of us working together have proven that we could move him.
That's with a bonus from the ladder retracting.
And the rope
true.
and everything else like that.
Oh, then never mind. We'll just
Higgimus is stuck
basic
there.
camp here, and one of us will stay with Higgimus until he wakes up.
I'll go let the crew know that Higgimus needed a rest, so they don't worry about us.
We could get our Giff crew member to take Higgimus out if need be.
So,
Anyway,
for
we
now-
want to let him rest.
Yeah, and one of us can stay with him.
I mean, keep in mind that it's also a 30-foot shaft into this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll stay there then. We'll
Okay.
bring supplies that he needs if he needs any supplies.
All right, so you guys
So
have...
the end of the ladder has a hook, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing on the ladder that we can see that the ladder can hook onto, right?
Not really.
Okay. I thought I'd check because that'd be one way, right, to get it to bring it across is you hook it and then you push the retract button and let it pull you across.
No, we don't want to do that. We'd be trapped on the other side.
No,
We
why
just-
didn't we just extend the ladder back the other way and do the same thing?
Yeah, but we can just
And actually, the other way, we have enough room after we get across to pull the ladder across and then hit the button to retract it.
But if we put the ladder over the hole, we can leave it here, do what we
We
need
might-
to do, and then come back.
We might need the ladder elsewhere.
Well, if we do, we can come back and get it.
Look, let's just say that. Let's just do the rest thing now, and then we'll figure out the ladder thing after we're done with that.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
have rested.
we already
I'm
did.
assuming you guys have rested now. It's fine.
Okay, Lafdul, can you go across the ladder? So right here to check this part
For traps, yeah.
right here for traps.
Okay.
Let's see, does the hallway extend?
He does not detect any traps right inside that room. Are
He
you
can
can see
reveal more of
inside,
the map?
but he tells you that there's some statues in the room. but I'm not going to reveal it until one of you guys actually goes in there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna follow. So I'm gonna
Are you? All right.
go across the ladder and have a look.
Okay. He didn't find any traps right inside, so you can go right inside.
Cool.
Braxon's going to come over as well.
All right, you can
I'll
see
stand there.
a door on the far side of the room.
The statues?
The statues are about 10 feet tall. They are bearded men. They are in a position that looks like they're holding up the ceiling, in one in each corner.
I'm gonna ask Lava to detect magic. Please.
Okay. First, I have a question for Lafdul. Since we rested, wouldn't he have recovered some hit points?
No, you guys were just resting for not long enough
Higgimus,
to gain spells back and stuff like that.
Okay. Yes, I can cast detect magic.
You had two?
She hadn't cast it yet, I thought.
Oh, right, that's right. You didn't cast it. Okay.
I did not cast it today.
Okay.
Okay.
Wild magic.
Yes, I know.
Or
Level variation.
Leva variation.
Okay. So you cast detect magic, and the both doors are magical, are registering as magical. The statues are registering as magical.
Oh, it's gonna be something like the trap we had in the other room, isn't it?
I'm looking at it. It's like no. What I got a feeling is the statues either come to life or the statues start to fall lower themselves and the roof comes down.
Just a moment. All this is the same as it was in the other room. That essentially the whole sort of looks like it's magic.
No, there's differences. The entire room is not registering as magical.
Do we see any runes?
Do I look
Nothing
at
that you're
look
seeing-
at
nothing
Lava? Do you
obvious.
have another knock spell ready?
I don't have another knock spell. I asked Ald whether we can see any runes.
No, you don't see any runes.
Okay.
Because if the doors are also magical, what I think is gonna happen is both the doors are gonna swing shut and lock themselves, and the roof is gonna come down on us.
Is it doors? Is that a double door right there in front of us, or?
The door that you that she knocked open before, as well as the door into the room and the door on the far wall. Those are the doors I'm talking about.
Do I see this correct? That the door behind us can't actually close because the ladder is sitting in it.
Okay.
know.
How far
I mean-
is the ladder gone so far?
You don't know if the door can actually close or not. The door at the far wall is stone, by the way. Let me just specify that.
All right. Lafdul, could you check the rest of the room for traps, please?
All right, nothing. I'm just going to say that he started out by checking these sides first, because it's 10 by 10, so he just split that up.
Fair enough.
There's not enough room for me and Higgimus to get in that room yet.
Yeah, because the statues are taking up those spaces, I assume.
Okay, he doesn't find any traps in the room itself. He has not checked the door. So you
Okay.
can...
Here, I got a question. How many statues are there?
4. One in each corner.
So one in each corner. Cool. So I'm just gonna mark here, statue, because I assume that the statues are big enough we can't actually occupy those spaces.
Do the statues look similar to the one we encountered in the other room?
No, they're bearded men holding up the ceiling. They've got just loincloths. They're just wearing loincloths. It's kind of Herculean in appearance. Or
the aura,
Atlasian.
the aura,
Yeah,
the
like
vibe
Atlas holding up the world,
of
right?
we can see, and I realize they don't look the same, but do they sort of look similar in the atmosphere? They how can I say distribute? They when you look at them, do you get the same feelings?
Well, let me let you know what kind of magic they're
Magic
displaying.
they are.
What would I see with a spellcraft check if I can do that?
Well, one of them is showing enchantment charm magic. You're not sure about the others.
And the doors?
And the doors are... enchantment charm and invocation evocation.
Anything on the ceiling?
No.
So I passed that on to the others. That the charm does something like bringing statues to life belong in charm magic.
I can put one of my door wedges under this door. If you're worried it's going to close.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, push it all the way open and put a door wedge underneath it. Good idea.
Yes.
Although I don't know if that'll stop a magically shutting door.
Might not.
Higgimus, how do you feel?
What do you mean, how do I feel?
Well, do you feel ready for action?
Oh, sure-ish.
I'm gonna,
I-
since the statues are in the four corners, I'm gonna mention Leva and Bariana in the
Please,
middle.
can I ask the Higgimus how he feels, and I'd like to hear what he says.
Well, yeah, I can handle the stuff. But my question is, along the edge of the ceiling, is there what looks like to be a crack? Or is it one continuous piece of stonework or something?
You're not familiar enough with stonework to be able to tell for sure. The walls are all made of fitted stone, and so is the ceiling in this room. So,
I'm talking about the corner.
right, but I mean,
where it goes.
you can't see the corners, the edges where the wall meets the ceiling.
That's one particular.
You just don't know enough about stonework to say for sure whether there is, a joint there, a seam. You just don't know enough about stonework to recognize that kind of thing.
Okay. I'll ask Leva and Bariana to be in the middle of the room. So that, because in case the statues actually come to life and attack us, it might. That's probably the safest place for them.
Maybe. So, are we in agreement? Do we think that the statues come alive?
Yeah, I think that's. And Yeldan thinks that when they do, the doors are gonna magically shut themselves.
I think they'll come alive.
If Lafdul wants to check the door for traps.
All right.
Yeah.
The question is, when they come alive, will they obey us or attack us?
Probably attack us or cause the roof to drop.
Probably. Lafdul, can you open the door? The second door?
Well, we asked him to check for traps.
He's looking for traps right now. Let me just move him up to the door.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. He does believe there is a trap.
Is he able to disarm it?
Is the trap magical in nature?
Okay. He believes he's found a some sort of outlet for something, possibly gas, and he is going to fill it with some of his thiefy stuff that he would certainly have around to fill it with. I'm not gonna actually go through his equipment, but I figure he probably has something like that, knowing Zakat.
Beefy stuff.
Considering he carries around chisels and saws and
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
All right.
It's like,
As he does that, however, that involves actually handling the door, which there is a bright flash of light. Luckily, he has already filled the hole. You can hear a brief seep, a seeping sound, and there is a colored smoke that enters the room from that spot, but not enough to, it disperses real quick, not enough to actually form a cloud. But the door that you came in at does slam shut. The wedge that you put under it goes
Breaks.
flying across the room. So,
Yeah.
Braxon, since you're right there, I need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Wasn't the ladder still in that doorway?
yeah, the ladder's like it probably just shoved the ladder.
Did it destroy the ladder?
No,
We'll find out here in a second.
shoved it
We'll
backwards.
find out.
All right,
15.
Braxton, you managed to dodge the wedge, but the door does slam shut behind you, and you do hear the ladder. You hear a splash,
Okay. Crap.
and the four statues in the corners. You hear the scraping of stone as they begin to move and come towards you.
Well, okay. Then
I'm
I'll-
gonna draw my swords.
There was a misunderstanding. I was of the...
What I imagined is
Hold on.
Lafdul.
One at a time, please. Leva.
There was I definitely had the feeling that the ladder was like this, because that's what I was talking about in the very beginning before we actually walked in. That we moved the ladder so it would be like I'm saying here, not like this, where if the door closes, then it can just pop the ladder out. As
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned, the ladder was actually hanging inside the room.
Yeah, that's
like
how it
this.
was. I let it extend like a really far way out.
So the door would either need to destroy the ladder or not be able to slam closed. One of the two.
Or it's magic. And,
It's magic
and
from
an
just a
element
magic
of the
rod.
magic is to kick out anything that's in the doorway, like
So
a
it just
wedge.
flinked it.
Is it?
It just
Okay,
flinked
in
the.
that
It just
case, then it
pushed the
shoved
ladder out.
inside the room like it did with the wedge.
There's no room inside the room for that. Whereas
if you
the magic could push the thing out.
Then wouldn't it go back into the other room?
Yeah, it went.
Yeah, that's
it
what
went, but because it lost any anything supporting its far end, it dropped down to the pit.
Don't worry. We
But,
can use Brax's magic
But a
rope
large
to
part
bring
of
the
it is
ladder
also
back.
in the previous room, meaning it's just
It's-
hanging out there.
It's not even that. It's the fact. I mean, what happens if didn't one of us if no the other way if the
Also,
ladder was like this? Let's say the ladder was like this. One of us would probably have been standing on it.
And
Okay,
also,
all right.
Braxton-
So
Braxton
all right,
was
all right,
there.
all right, all right. Do
Braxton
you
was
want
there
me to
and he
make
couldn't
you guys
stop it.
make dexterity checks to see if you take damage from the ladder getting ejected from the room? I can do that, or I could just say the ladder gets ejected from the room.
okay,
Yeah,
but
it's just-
it falling into the. Let me talk. It falling into the water is also another thing. There's a wall there. It would have stopped before it landed in the water. It would slide back and then slide down and hit the wall there. It'd be sticking out.
The pit is 30 feet deep, followed by 20
But you
feet
said
of
there's
water.
a wall there that it pressed up against the first time it went down there.
Guys,
Going in
don't
That was
worry.
the wall underneath the door.
Guys, don't
The
worry.
wall's still there.
We can use the rope to get the ladder back. Let's just clobber these statues and break the door
Fine.
down.
Well, you see,
Fine.
Braxton, it's not even the matter of whether the ladder ends up in the water or not. It's at least for me, it was a misunderstanding where the ladder was and how
Yeah.
it's being moved outside the room. Whether
But
it ends
Brax-
up in the water or not, it doesn't matter for me.
Okay, but Braxton was there. Ald gave me a chance to do something, and it's just that the thing flew at me. Let's
Oh,
just go
that's
with
okay.
it.
I'm done. Let's just keep going.
I mean, I did not hear anyone specifically say that they were putting a good 20 feet of this thing inside the room, which would not have stabilized it. You couldn't get that much of the ladder into this room. You could get 5, maybe 10 feet in.
Yeah.
Okay then, fine. That's it.
Because you
Let's just-
still need about the same amount on the other side to balance it.
Okay.
We'll be fine. We just break down the door and we use the rope to pull up the ladder and we'll be fine.
Well, first let's take care of these idiots.
And as for the wall itself, I just want to be clear. You were specifically pushing it up against the wall. So you were controlling where it was going. This was uncontrolled. And the pit is plenty deep
Still
enough.
fall into the water if it's going in an angle like that?
Sure.
Leva
If there's
daydreams.
no control over it, and it isn't specifically forced into the wall so that it gets some kind of grip, sure.
Okay,
Leva has
then.
this very
Fine.
quick daydream of force-feeding pickles to our GM.
He deserves that.
Anyways, let's
Let me go ahead and remove you guys from the list because I'm not sure if it'll update you.
I've rolled and it updated me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'll roll.
I haven't rolled yet. Oh,
I imagine Yeldan was actually standing there with both his hands on both his swords. So as soon as the statues come, he draws them both at once.
Alright, that's fine.
You still have the sword that I loaned you, right?
No, because that was last adventure.
Hey, Ald, I have a
We
question
never
for you.
talked about giving it back, and I still have the footman's mace from the other guy.
We assumed that at the end of the adventure it was given back.
If Yeldan is
After the
assuming that he
comeback.
gave it back to you, then he gave it back to you.
Okay, then.
So that's
then
up to Yeldan. And
that
Ashley, you get a
changes how I'm
question?
doing things.
Yes, my question was is that does swinging your sword against stone opponents damage the sword?
Depends on the stone opponent.
In this case, I'm going
It's-
to be using my long sword, so that's going to be a 13 instead of a 15. Okay.
But is that normally a thing in D&D?
I mean, number one,
Your
it's
thing?
magical. Number one, it's magical. Number two, I would assume that generally you're doing, sharpening and maintenance on weapons that you're
Okay.
proficient with. Because
It's part of the reason why I have a whetstone.
I've had some DMs where you fight golems or stone things, and it ruins your bladed weapons. So I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to know how that works in this game. Your game.
generally only if it's a situation where
Rust monsters.
well, no, I mean it comes down to the specific enemy. If the description of the enemy says that your weapon can be damaged by hitting it, then it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, kind of thing.
Okay.
Well,
Because like I said, I had a DM before that anytime you struck any type of fleshy, non-fleshy thing, oh, your sword's broken now. Oh,
No,
that's great.
and even so, it would generally be like a
Your blade
item
gets
saving
dull.
throw. Well, an item saving throw versus crushing blow kind of thing.
in
It
this
wouldn't.
case-
It would not be an automatic thing. Oh, you attacked a thing. It's just, your
I
weapon
imagine
breaks.
I
Okay.
imagine things like rust monsters would degrade it because they're rusting the blade.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
know
magical
about
thing.
I don't know if it's like magical items are immune to that in second edition or not.
Well, Alt is just explaining it to me.
Mhm.
No more guessing.
okay,
alright.
so if I got my sword back, then I probably would have given the mace back to Higgimus.
Mhm.
Alright.
Whew.
Oops. I need to actually select his token.
Okay. Brax is waiting to hit someone in the face.
All right, give me just a second. I'm going to have Baloriana cast a spell on herself.
Fair enough.
Oh, we're missing some stuff.
In this situation, bless is not a good spell. Left.
Oh, did mine not update to... Okay.
Yeah, might not.
But you
be
can
put
just
you in the
edit
list.
it though.
Well,
if you're
yeah.
already
Let me
the
put you in,
tracker.
and then you can just edit yourself.
Thank you.
You gotta click the token first, then roll the initiative button.
Yeah, I think I just I might have clicked off of it when I was clicking
Yeah,
my
I
initiative.
have that problem too. But I ended up rolling twice. Hopefully this is... I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Well, we're just about at the break anyway. We could actually take the break early.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
All right,
Because we're probably gonna go long trying to finish this.
hopefully not,
Okay.
but
Oh,
we'll see. Let me just get Valoriana in there. All right. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take a break early, and when we come back, we will have a little combat with some stone statues. That should be fun, right?
Yeah.
Break all our weapons.
Age's burden is chomping at the bit.
I'm sure it is. All right, we'll come back in about 10 minutes or so. When we do so, we'll get to this combat. See you then, everyone.